Ekphrastic poetry is a type of poetry that describes or comments on a work of art, usually visual, such as a painting, sculpture, or photograph. Ekphrastic poetry can also be inspired by music, dance, or other forms of art. The word ekphrastic comes from the Greek word for description, and the purpose of ekphrastic poetry is to make the reader or listener imagine the art as vividly as possible. Ekphrastic poetry can also express the poet's emotions, thoughts, or interpretations of the art.
We have written to examples. We wrote these ekphrasis poems onto specific pieces of art. Can you guess what pieces of art we wrote ekphrasis poems on? Hint, we have been showing them on the background.
Ekphrasis Ode to Davinci's For Madonna of the Yarwinder.
In a rocky cave, a mother and her child are joined by an angel, and a saint the light of heaven shines upon them mild, as they enact a scene of love and restraint.
The mother holds the child upon her lap, but does not look at him. With tender eyes instead, she seems to sense a coming trap and tries to take away his chosen prize.
The child has grasped a yarnwinder, with care a simple tool for spinning wool or flax, but in his hands it forms a cross, so bear a symbol of his future fate and tax.
The angel and the saint both watch the pair with reverence, and wonder in their gaze. They know the child is destined to be heir of God's great kingdom and his endless grace.
The painting shows the contrast and the link between the earthly and the divine, the human and the holy, bound by ink and color in a harmony sublime. This concluded the Ekphrasis, Ode to Davinci's Madonna of the Yarwinder, produced by Friend for the Artists. Ekphrasis, Ode to Davinci's The Last Supper, produced by Friend for the Artists.
In a long and narrow hall, a sacred meal is shared by 13 men of different moods, the center of attention. And appeal is Jesus, who reveals a shocking news.
He says that one of them will soon betray the Son of God, who came to save the world. The apostles react with shock and dismay and question who the traitor is unfurled. The painting captures the dramatic scene with skillful use of perspective and light. The faces of the men express their keen emotions, ranging from despair to fright.
The gestures and the poses also show the personalities and roles they play, from Peter's anger to John's gentle glow, from Judas' greed to Tom's doubt. They sway.
The painting is a masterpiece of art that blends the human and the divine. It shows the moment when the fates depart and history is changed by bread and wine.
That concludes our talk on a revitalized type of poetry called ekphrasis poetry. We really hope this inspires you to write many ekphrastic poems. Wouldn't it be so cool and positive to see this start happening in comments? Haikus, for instance, can work as ekphrastic poems. Join us, subscribe.